Guys, I don't even know anymore. I really fucking don't. It doesn't matter. Oh, chat, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares, bro? Chat, it's over. Guys, do we have any audio? Yeah, we do. Hold on, let me get my shit fucking ready, yo. Oh, what the fuck? It's on the desktop. Oh, you know what I'm doing? Chat, can we get like 4 people to like join the fucking stream, chat? Guys, we are down subs. Holy shit. Oh, you know what I'm doing? Chat, can we get like 4 people to like join the fucking stream, chat? Chat, I can't fucking do this shit. Hold on a minute. I couldn't be fucked enough to literally put any custom like shit on my YouTube channel. I can't, dude. Like, it's actually cooked. Chat, we low key are cooked. I have to have this on, and then okay, this literally fucking kills itself in the background. What's the point? This is LUI, my guy. This is L. All right, you know what? Who cares? All right, I'm gonna look up the fucking. Hold on, guys. I was literally just watching a TF2 video. I'm gonna react to this.
Q for only never.
So, guys, like, here's the thing with this. Why the fuck are we just complaining about it now? It's been in the game for 9 years, and we're just complaining it now. I can't fucking hear, by the way. Oh, cool. It's blocking my sound bar. Yeah. This guy looks pretty cool. Oh, wait, I don't have a custom. Wait, chill. Chill, 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 chill. I have to fucking delete that. Alright. What the fuck was I saying, bro? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know why the fuck we're just complaining about this now. Like, chat, why the fuck are we just complaining about this now? Guys, it's been in the game for 9 years. And we're just complaining about it now? Really? You fucking, like, kidding me? Like, we just started to complain about it. Like, I get it. The bot crisis was pretty fucking bad. Not only were you in queue for, like, over 60 fucking seconds. Hold on. So this game suffers from the League of Legends effect. You're thrown in queue for a ridiculous long time for no fucking reason, just because they want to fucking put you into a goddamn like match and shit. They want to put you into a match and shit with like I'll use the normal way. Oh fuck. They want to they literally want to throw you into a match with like some random jobbers, and it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh, I can actually. Okay, I can move this shit. All right, hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh fuck! Wait, I can't put it on my other window. Okay, I guess half the video is gonna be blocked by this shit. That's awesome. Yeah, that's big enough. Chat, is it big enough for you? Just have it take up the whole fucking screen. Dude, I literally can't right now, chat. He's jumping. What are you doing? Oh, what is this? On an area of the net. Oh, okay, I see. So I would just do this. Oh, he's fucking. Yo, wait, I could just. That's pretty funny. Let's do this small place. Okay, sure. Oh, I have to. Okay, that's locked. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, I can't even move it off this fucking screen, bro. Chat, we're getting fucked. Yo, fuck his shit up, yo. Nice. Alright, that'll do its thing while we watch the video.
Felt right for me. I didn't really have the
I
experience
not
of
minimize?
maturity to comprehend why the game
Minimize it.
didn't feel the same.
Fuck,
But what I
wait.
did know is that I just didn't like casual and would always flock to community
You know, it's fine. It's just TF2 gameplay. Who cares?
servers. It's my default option, specifically vanilla
Oh, I
reset
care, 'cause I
servers
can't-
nowadays,
I literally
because it's
can't
no
do it.
nonsense TF2 without casual's limitations. If those aren't populated, even those 24/7 instant respawn servers can at least satiate my TF2 cravings, and they let me chill out and frag to my heart's content. Recently, I booted the game up on a Monday morning since I had the day off work. Unfortunately, most good community servers tend to fill up in the evenings, and the ones that were populated at the time were garbage. I decided to just swallow the pill and queue for casual mode for the first time in ages. And it was a painful reminder just how unbelievably terrible this system is and how—
Yo, what's up? What's up, Coda? Yeah, basically, I'm reacting to this TF2 video while I play this idle battle network type of game, which you could actually do custom sprite work for this. So I plan to throw something, maybe put a bunch of things in here. We could also do Mega Man. Yeah, this is my brain on ADHD or some shit. Fuck, man. What was I saying? Yeah, so the problem with this shit, the problem with casual is not only do we have a small fucking trash player base, but we literally get split into maps, a bunch of different maps. So not only are you queuing for matchmaking with your MMR, um, which he'll show you how to get your MMR, which doesn't even mean anything, by the way. Looks better than the game. Yeah, what the fuck was that? I saw that on your profile and I was like, okay, what is that? Yo, he's kind of getting fucked up, dude. Like, goddamn. What is this? What does this do? I don't know what this does. Was it? Am I doing it? Could I like help him? Oh, I can't do shit. Okay, it's literally an idle battler. I can't do shit. It's literally crazy how everyone took, like I commented on this, already got 3 likes by the way. Took 9 years for everyone to complain about this shit. Are you fucking kidding me, chat? 9 years. So I've been saying this shit since Meet Your Match came out. In fact, that's when I fucking quit. Like, I used to play TF2. Like, I don't know if you could look up years active in Team Fortress, but you can look up my activity during Tough Break because Quick Play was actually just so good back in the day. And then immediately when Meet Your Match came out, I gave up. I literally just quit. I stopped playing. Oh, you played a horror game. We should play a shitty FNAF horror game this stream, low key. Oh, I'm forgetting to order food. Hold up. I have to waste my money on some shit, right? So basically, what's happening right now is we're queuing for some stupid shit, and by the way, me clicking join to like actually join your party or join your game doesn't work on Steam, and that's not a bug. That's actually a thing that happened. I don't even know anymore, dude. Like, it's not a bug. It's literally unplayable. Player retention is atrocious. I have to burp really bad. Oh, fuck. Yeah, player retention is really dog shit. No one fucking plays this game anymore. Not that it's like just straight up dying. I don't think it's like dying or anything. It's just, you know, less and less people are playing it. For now. Still farm? No, I'll go to the goal list. But it's just annoying, man, because this is really the first major online game I started playing. Except it forces a yaoi ending. Lamau, anyways, yeah, casual is broken. I think a yaoi ending sounds pretty base. Low key. If it's not like cringe, if it actually has like, you know, actual good meaning to it. But if we talking like PT, toxic yaoi type shit, then it's Jover. But yeah, this is completely fucked.
How we'd be much better off if it never existed in the first place. Today, I'm going to talk about the differences between the modern-day casual matchmaking and the old retired quick play system, and why casual is a downgrade in nearly every possible way. But to be clear, if you like playing casual mode, I'm sorry, but that is fine. We view the game differently, just like lots of people do. This is a very divided community, after all. Another thing, but for the sake of being completely fair to both sides of the argument, I'll be primarily comparing the current up-to-date version of casual we use in 2025 with the final rendition of Quick Play from 2016 prior to its removal. Neither of these launched in the greatest state, so to make the comparison as unbiased as possible, I'll be disregarding shit like Quick Play putting you in servers with predatory donator perks, or casual having exit penalties and no vote kicks. This stuff has happened and is worth addressing for historical context, but they aren't the most relevant to the top.
Half of my team leaves and takes ages for new players to join, only those said players to immediately yeah, basically, you're basically stuck in matchmaking limbo, where you're stuck in queue for like 15 years, and then there's like another like queue for all the people that are trying to join the server, and they'll leave because there is no button to just leave, or to to not. I can't even speak, dude. This is why I shouldn't stream
topic at hand and what players are talking about in 2025.
Can't do it.
With that out of the way, let's begin. Grievance number 1, connecting the games. Due to the nature of a matchmaking system, they completely disabled manual server connections. To play casual mode, you are forced to use the game coordinator as it chooses a server for you instead of being able to pick one individually. During the Quick Play era, if the Valve server you were on wasn't really all that fun for you, you could just pick a different Valve server yourself in the same game mode, or even the same map if you wanted to. Meanwhile, in casual mode, if I don't like that specific server and I want to re-queue for the same map on a different server, I have to hope and pray that casual doesn't just put me in the same one again, and it's happened a lot over the years.
Yeah, completely fucked. If I'm trying to like escape some like cringe lords because the team is dog shit, and I don't want to play the match. Like I get it, you're not really supposed to leave matches, but the thing is, the game doesn't penalize you for it. So fuck it, I'm gonna leave, right? I'm gonna leave the match. If I'm getting matched with like 11 other jobbers on one team, even if the server is full, I'm gonna fucking leave it, man. Like I'm not trying to deal with some stupid fucks on Harvest. Like you literally queue casual, you're getting Harvest half the time. Oh, you have to shake this fucker. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're literally getting matched with 11 other jobbers, and you're basically fucked. Like there's nothing you can do other than leave the match because you would not understand the amount of times I get like put into fucking Harvest, and it's a shitty King of the Hill mode, and no one's even playing the fucking game. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And then you leave re-queue, and then you get put in the same match. But I mean, you could delete Harvest or you could remove Harvest. But the thing is, like your queue times are also going to go up a little bit because you have to. That's one less map you could queue, less players you could get matched with. It's just how it is. It's kind of cringe, to be honest. It's just not fun to play.
Not only does this strip away any freedom of choice from the player, but it actively works against being able to find a game at times. If you want to queue for maps that aren't the most popular, there's a chance you'll either spend several minutes in the forced queue, or the game will just put you in a server from a different region with ping as high as the bird.
Yeah, basically the ping issue is what you have. I even would run. I'm pretty sure I've run into it before because if you're trying to queue and the mode just sucks, like I don't even know why Two Fort Invasion is separate from Two Fort. At least it was in MISC for like the longest time. It wasn't put in the CTF for the longest time. I don't even know if it has been put in CTF, and I'm not going to launch TF2 to find out because it's just, I haven't updated it in God knows how long.
Burj Khalifa. Case in point, I decided to put this system through the ringer and queue for only Doomsday, as it's the only special delivery map in the game outside of Halloween. 30 minutes go by and I am not even put into a server. Now you might say that this is my fault for queuing for a map not very many people like. Normally I'd refute this by saying it's not my fault just for wanting to play a specific map, cherry picking maps is a feature after all, but I'll play devil's advocate and queue for something else for a more fair experiment. How about Hightower? It's one of the most famous maps in the game. It's the only one with a custom Smash Bros stage on Game Banana. I turn the queue on, and I get put into a server in less than 2 minutes, despite the bar not being very big. Good news! The bad news? That server I just connected to is in fucking Sweden! There were only 16 players in the server with a round already over, so my best guess is that the matchmaker was really trying to fill those empty slots for a game this late.
Completely
but if it's across
cooked.
the fucking world, why would I want to be in here? So I leave, turn on the ping limit in the settings, which I'm surprised isn't on by default, re-queue, and give up after 10 minutes since I didn't get put into a server. Next, I queued for all of Payload Race and all the miscellaneous maps. Another 10 minutes go by, no game. These tests were done on a Wednesday and Thursday afternoon. I get that it's not the most popular time frame for this game, but there's gotta be some night shift folks like me out there looking to play TF2. For real though, you're telling me you cannot find at least a few more people in the United States at this time with Hightower ticked? Manual server connections gave players the choice of where they wanted to play, as well as enabled people to
Yeah, quick play. This was never an issue. You literally queue, and it would just throw you in a game in like 15 seconds. Like it was in shit, dude. Got connected to a Chilean server. Yeah, that's awful.
enjoy the game at any time. If a server or
That's
game mode
fucking
is
awful,
empty, they
man.
could still join if they
Fuck.
wanted, pile in some friends, and have the possibility of stacking the server with other players. In casual, if niche maps or game modes are what you're after, you're going to spend a lot of time waiting in a queue, potentially to get into a shitty match. This drives traffic away from areas of the game that were already not very populated. There's no way to bypass it either. Valve removed their servers from visibility in the server browser, and manual ad hoc connections are blocked. After the Meet Your Match update came out, the Join Game button on the Steam Friends menu literally...
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that. I mean, they probably tried to modernize it. I mean, a lot of games now, you can't just join a server, but for a game like TF2, I think that feature is kind of needed. I heard Quick Play sometimes will connect you into community servers. That could help with the ping issue. I actually don't remember that. I actually don't know. I seriously don't remember getting connected to a community server. But then again, I was just new at the game, and I didn't know anything about it, so I wouldn't know anything. What does this do? I don't even know what this does. I just fucked it up. Oh fuck. What did I do? Completely fucked. Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. Completely fucked this shit.
Stopped working for Valve servers because of this. Later on, they made it to where the button just requests to join your friend's party, which I'll talk about later. And because of the restrictive nature of the game coordinator and the lack of foresight the developers had when putting the system into a game not designed for it, there's a chance the game will put you in a match that's nearing its end or is quite literally already over with the match.
Yeah, literally, literally unplayable.
Casual does for me, ranging from 2016
literally
to
unplayable.
Grievance number 2. The user interface and user experience are dog shit. First of all, picking what you want to queue for involves toggling specific maps and game modes. Not a big deal to us veteran players, but to new players this is overwhelming. You're given this gigantic list of over 100 map names and only names. There's no visual for anything here other than game modes, which are just the old quick play artworks recreated in SFM. This is a huge problem because TF2's lack of general accessibility to newbies was already prevalent prior to Casual's launch. Now they can't even see what maps they're gonna play? Quick play wasn't great in this regard either, but at least you were only browsing servers and you got to see a picture of what the map looks like. A new player can browse Capture the Flag, look at 2fort's photo, and think, this is a bridge that connects 2 bases which likely contain the briefcase. Not amazing, a description would be nice, but it's better than the fucking nothing we have now. I face this problem too with every update because they always add like 10 new maps and I know nothing about them other than a list of names, so I feel zero incentive to play them, that is if I even feel the need to touch Casual. The menu itself doesn't do a good job of sorting game modes and makes questionable decisions for what gets placed into what list and where they are. 2Fort Invasion was under the fucking miscellaneous maps for like 5 years, next to gimmick maps like the Groot Keep and Watergate. There's nothing special about this map, it's just 2Fort, Capture the Flag and all, just with a different color palette and bombs placed around. And the miscellaneous modes list is always at the very bottom just above manpower.
$42 spent on Wingstop,
2
awesome.
dead modes no one touches. So of course getting into...
Yeah, I don't know why they would ever do this shit. Literally dead-ass modes. These maps are garbage out of the list since 2023. I think before. Honestly, before that too. Oh, the new maps. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really played the new maps. So
into a map in the bottom half of the menu under alternative game modes is gonna take a while. The lack of information and haphazard design of this gargantuan map menu makes many players not even bother with what's outside the top of the list, leading to several maps and game modes being ghost towns, and worsening the problem with queue times. Sorry, you picked the wrong game mode to play today, so you're gonna have to sit here for who knows how many minutes while you twiddle your thumbs trying to find a match that took 5 seconds to join before we ruined the game.
By the way, that's why Twisted Treeline got removed from League. Queue times were apparently just too bad, and that's literally why they fucking removed it. They could have literally just added quick play to Twisted Treeline to fix it, but they decided to fucking remove it instead of trying to fix the issue with Twisted Treeline. So the thing with this shit is the easiest fix for Team Fortress 2 at this point would literally just to bring back quick play. I've been saying this shit for 9 years. I was literally in high school, starting high school, when I started saying this shit. I was literally starting high school when I've been saying, yo, bring back quick play. Bring it back. Remove this fucking ranked bullshit and bring back quick play. Because the people that play this game are shit either way. You're going to get jobbers on your team. You're going to get fucking stomped 24/7 anyway. Just remove the skill-based matchmaking. It doesn't matter. Just bring back quick play.
In regards to presentation, Casual was stuffed with shit from competitive mode for no real reason other than to make the game as comparable to comp as possible. This includes a cosmetic ranking that does nothing,
I don't
and a
even remember
weird-ass
what that map
dramatic
was.
game timer featuring the administrator epically announcing the start of a game while everyone dicks around for 2 minutes, which does nothing but waste your time. The ranking is harmless, but when I say it does nothing, I literally mean it.
Yeah, the start of the game is cringe too. It's just like, yo, can I play the game? It's trying to be like esports and shit. And I get it. It was supposed to be like this whole fucking like what is it called? This whole like competitive update to meet your match. It was literally a competitive update, and it failed horribly. Like, there's no reason to play it on release. I can't even play the fucking game. What is this? What is this shit? Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, no, it's just it was unplayable at the time, man. That voice crack though. It was actually unplayable. You don't even really earn points in skill play. No, you do. It's just you earn like I think it's like MMR, but the thing is, the MMR system will only work if there's enough people playing, and no one's fucking playing comp, dude. I literally played it when it was in year one and no one was playing it. Like I would wait. I think I waited 30 minutes in queue, and this isn't like a role-based game. You're not a role queue. Like this isn't Overwatch or League or whatever other games you have to role queue in. So imagine if you were role queuing in this shit, right? So you're getting like challenger, fucking like high elo queue times, and I just started playing the game. I never played another match of competitive. TF2 shouldn't be an esports game. I mean, in its current state, fuck no. And I think it's too. It's not. It's never gonna take off as an esports game. It's dead as fuck. Because, well, casually it's fine. It's just the whole point of Team Fortress is casual. But if they really wanted to make it competitive, they would have to make a new fucking game, dude. They would like I've been saying it forever. They should just do what they did with Counter Strike 2, except not fuck it up this time. They should just port everything to Source 2, shut down TF2, and just make it Team Fortress 3. But the thing is, if they make it to the point where they won't even know it's Team Fortress 3 and it's literally just a Source 2 update, that will literally fix the problem with the bleeding player base. It will fix the problems with no ranked, because you could also just remarket the game because it's a new game. And if they do it right and they don't fucking change everything and it's only an engine upgrade, they could literally just save the game. They could do what they did with CS2, but better, because CS2 completely fucking failed in the beginning of it.
It does absolutely nothing. Despite Casual using a skill-based matchmaking algorithm, you're bound to see a colorful rainbow of rankings across the scoreboard. The rank never goes down.
Literally
only
means nothing,
climbs
by
up
the
with
way.
time. And frankly, this might just be me, but I think the ranks look hideous. The beautiful simplicity of the Team Fortress logo gets assaulted by an onslaught of stripes, stars, and neon colors. Seeing these all on the scoreboard looks like someone bought tacky Christmas lights from Dollar Tree. The pre-game timer
Yeah, this
feels
shit is
pointless
ass,
because
dude.
it was originally designed to give players time to join servers due to the nature of matchmaking, and how everyone was placed at the start of a match when Casual launched. But since they changed that and now you can join matches at any time, this serves
zero purpose.
I guess it's there to hype up players before a totally radical match of TF2, but the ending of a match feels insanely anticlimactic in comparison. It just awkwardly cuts in the TF2 main theme, which plays on a loop while the fucking doors close. Good song, but I don't want to hear it at the end of every single game. Oh, did I say end of a game? Grievance number 3, the rule set. Here's how vanilla TF2 generally works, both on old school Valve servers and quick play certified community servers. Once a team wins a round, a point gets added to their side. However, this doesn't contribute to any end goal. The appeal of winning a match in TF2 is, well, personal satisfaction and fun. The way a map ends is a fixed 45-minute map timer independent of round timers and how many rounds are played. This means that any game mode, no matter how fast or slow-paced it is, always goes on for 45 minutes at a time unless a successful map vote goes through early. At the start of a map, you play for 45 minutes no matter how many times you'll win or lose. Quite generous. It gives dedicated players plenty of time to battle the night away on a map they like, and it gives chill players a chance to hop in and hop out of servers as they please on any map they want. Casual works nothing like this. Instead of a universal 45-minute map timer, Casual has a round limit. Best of 3. One team wins 2 rounds and the game is over. This kills the flow of gameplay because some game modes are longer than others by nature, which is why the map timer worked so well in the first place.
Oh yeah, it's
One of my
completely
favorite
fucked.
modes in TF2 is King of
It's
the Hill.
fucked.
The way the mode works is that there's a control point in the middle of the map that a team must capture to start their team's countdown. Once their 3-minute timer reaches 0, they win. Pretty fast paced, and a round can only last up to maybe 7 minutes at a time. Because of these fast rounds, the map timer worked in its favor. Casual's round limit and skill-based matchmaking facilitating stomps means King of the Hill is over in the blink of an eye. You barely get any time to play, it's just 5 minutes of one team getting railed. What was once an amazing mode in vanilla servers was ruined and neutered by this round limit. And don't worry, this round limit doesn't just fuck up King of the Hill, Capture the Flag is busted as well. This mode for some reason has a round limit of 1. Yeah, 1 fucking round and the game is over. CTF is already a polarizing mode due to inconsistent pacing, since CTF rounds aren't on a timer and only end once a team captures 3 times. They could go on for 2 minutes, or 2 hours. The map timer mitigated both of these outcomes by letting people play for a good amount of time while preventing infinite stalemates. Casual, on the other hand, means you're either spending more time on the pre-round timer than the game, or you're stuck in turbine hell for an eternity to make up for your sins. Because of the round limit making certain game modes unviable to regularly play, many players in Casual have gravitated towards Payload. It was already a pretty popular mode prior to the Meet Your Match update, but once players got accustomed to the round limit, they flocked to this mode in droves because the slow nature of the payload cart gives people plenty of time to play the video game. You'll be able to get around 20 minutes out of a payload match if you're lucky, and that's a hell of a lot better than the 5 minutes you'll get at a King of the Hill. This introduces another issue of disproportionate player spread across TF2's map pool, which adds to the problem of queue times on certain maps and game modes. This problem has even bled into vanilla community servers running the classic rule set because players still want to vote for payload maps. I still play on these servers regardless because it's good old TF2, but the amount of payload they play is nauseating. I don't even dislike payload, but I think it's fine, it's just not my favorite. It's just frustrating as hell because even when
Yeah, dude, imagine being me where you just don't like payload. Like, I have to wait in queue for like 15 years of the other fucking maps, really? Like, I haven't been able to play Mountain Labs for years, dude. Can't even find a game, bro, because my MMR is probably too high.
I try to avoid Casual, most of what I see is payload, payload, payload. Payload on Borneo, payload on Badwater, payload on Gold Rush, and payload on Upward. Even my mother, she spent so much time pushing the payload cart that she...
Did she pass away?
No, she turned into one! This round limit and inconsistent...
I mean, payload isn't bad or anything, I just don't like it because it's just Overwatch.
Most over the years.
It's literally just
Grievance
Overwatch.
number 4, the pacing is atrocious. I already went over how the new rule set completely breaks the flow of moment-to-moment gameplay, but that's not the only thing that contributes to casual matchmaking being so difficult to work with when you just want to play TF2.
Mountain
You
Lab
queue up
was
for a
one of
game,
my
and
favorite
then you wait for the game
maps.
search, and then you wait on
At
the
one
loading
point, at
screen
least.
because this 2007 game still doesn't load very well. Then you wait for the 2-minute pre-game timer, which can reset depending on if certain players fail to connect, and then you wait for setup time if you picked payload or attack defend. And after the match ends, you then have to wait for the map vote, which lasts 30 seconds until it got shortened to 15. The map voting was added back in late 2016. You want to know when they shortened that timer? Summer 2025. Literally just recently. Back in Quick Play and today during community servers, map voting happened during gameplay with the press of a key. Now the map vote is saved for the very end, so you gotta wait for the vote to go through after finishing the final round. Oh yeah, and if you voted for the map you're already on back in Quick Play, the old server timer would just reset and the game would continue. In Casual, the map reloads entirely, leading to another loading screen and another pre-game timer.
Yeah, it's literally unplayable because no one plays the fucking game.
Back when the map vote was 30 seconds, it was actually...
And what's even better, if you try to play the game, people call you a fucking tryhard, bro. It's like, I'm just trying to play the game, man. Like, I'm not just trying to sit here and fucking jerk off the whole match. Like, it's cringe. Like, I'm trying to play the fucking game. You literally can't play the game. Just add a timer, that'll fix capture the flag. That's true. That's true.
actually faster most of the time to just leave at the end of a game and queue
That
for
is
the
very
same
true.
map if it was populated enough. I know I said I wanted to focus on the most recent version of Casual, but it was like this for almost 9 years! And remember when I mentioned the game coordinator sometimes places you at the end of a game? Well, because of this, you can get placed into a match right before a map vote, only for the vote to end in the picking of a map you never even queued for.
Yeah, so then you get like just straight up loaded into another map. You have to deal with another loading screen, loading into another map that you didn't even vote for, and you also can't even exit because the source engine, literally the source engine, you cannot exit a fucking loading screen because it's the source engine. There's community servers for people to chill, go there if you don't want to play the game. Yeah, true.
God, I fucking love waiting so much! Oh, and this is rich too. A decent chunk of the time, the map vote at the end of a game just breaks and doesn't work. It's been doing this since 2016. Breaking existing functionality is one thing, but breaking existing functionality while pretending it got a massive upgrade is downright comical. Case in point, grievance number 5, the party system. The exact same party system lifted from Man vs. Machine. This feature was touted as an easy way to play TF2 with my buddies, but all it did was make it more difficult to play TF2 with my buddies. First of all, since ad hoc connections were disabled on Valve,
I love loading screens. Yeah, Sonic 06.
like the solo queue,
Sonic
you're forced
06.
to use this dogshit party system to play with friends. The party caps at 6 players, likely because this is just the same party system lifted from MVM and Comp. Queuing up for casual with friends actually adds to the queue times of those less than popular maps because it puts the matchmaking system in a coma trying to find a game appropriate for
Yeah, so the thing is, the same shit happens in League of Legends. I'm sitting there waiting maybe like 4 minutes in ranked because it's trying to find something, and it's even worse because I have to role queue. So in that game, I'm role queuing as well. I play the most popular role in the game, so I'm playing mid lane. I'm queuing mid lane, and the game is also trying to find fucking 2 different players with 2 different MMRs, right? Low population servers, it's awful. But for our server and stuff that it's pretty decently high population, it's not that bad. And it's still bad, but it's fucked. So I'm at, like it's bad, bro. Like it's bad. Like you're literally like you're queuing trying to find some fucking MMR shit that's trying to like that's why we're in queue for like 12 minutes when we play because our MMRs are so far apart. That's literally why. Imagine if this game had role queue. Same shit with Overwatch, bro.
2 players with different MMR.
Literally over 10-minute queue times, by the way.
Ongoing game,
in Overwatch.
Buddy, that's a lost cause.
It's
You're
fucked.
not getting in at all. You might as well just
Completely
wait for their
fucked.
game to end and get them to re-queue with you, because by
Yup.
the time the game coordinator finally decides to put you in their game, it's about fucking over. Players who started after the Meet Your Match update actually talk about this party system as if it's a convenient new addition that improves the game, but you could very easily play TF2 with a friend during the quick play era. You open the server browser, click on the Friends tab, and it'll show you every server in TF2 currently being played by all of your Steam friends. It still does this to this day for community servers. But to make things even easier, you can click on your friend on Steam, and there's a Join Game option. That sent you directly to their server through ad hoc. These days, that
Now it doesn't.
sends a request to join them in the
It fucking sucks. It doesn't even work half the time.
Parties is that
You don't even
unless
get the invite, I
Outlaws
bet,
kicks in
right?
on someone in the group, you're guaranteed to be locked to the same team, meaning you can only play cooperatively and casual. You can't play against your friends. And since this thing goes as high as 6 players, this enables groups to team stack and absolutely roll any game they go in. I ran into one of these groups back in 2018 and they invited me to be their 6th player. It felt almost criminal being able to exploit the party system to get free wins and a matchmaking algorithm explicitly designed to make fair and balanced games. Speaking of which, grievance number 6, skill-based matchmaking. These types of algorithms are present in almost every modern PvP game today. Their purpose is to apply a matchmaking rating to a player, which fluctuates depending on their game performance, and it uses that to create an evenly balanced game for a competitive match. This barely works in 90% of games this is applied to. An algorithm like this takes player performance into account, not player intention or mindset. It just statically looks at numbers and puts numbers together that are close in value. The only way for competitive matchmaking to work in a video game would be for every single player to be sweating and playing their absolute hardest, which you just should not expect out of someone just wanting
By the way, this shit does not work even in games where people are.
to have fun. You seriously expect every single one of your customers to absolutely grit their teeth and grind like they've never had sex? Wait. This leads to many matches in online games not being close whatsoever, and many players wanting to win becoming more and more irate, which is why so many of these communities are full of toxic assholes that belittle you for not treating it like an esport. It's also why gamer rage has been more prevalent nowadays than it ever has been before, especially in live streaming platforms like Twitch. So riddle me this, Batman. If skill-based matchmaking can't succeed in making perfectly balanced matches in the 6v6 or 5v5 competitively oriented games of today, how the fuck do you think it turned out for an old school game like Team Fortress 2? You get casual mode.
Get
A
nothing,
12v12 stomp fest of epic proportions.
It's fucked.
Balanced games are a rarity in casual because of skill-based matchmaking, an algorithm haphazardly thrown into a game from 2007 which it was never designed for. You can find your MMR on Steam. Click on your Steam profile, go to games, and on TF2 you click on the My Game Stats drop.
Wait, where do you go? Because this is the part where I'll check out my MMR.
Click on your Steam profile.
Alright, let's check out my Steam profile. Oh fuck, I'm getting cock blocked. Hold on, bro. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, just get all this shit. I don't even know what this does. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah, let's do that, yeah! Alright, where's my profile? Oh, what the fuck? Alright, what do I do? What do I go to games, right? I don't even know.
Profile, go to games, and on TF2 you click on the My Game Stats drop-down menu and select personal game data.
Personal game data, okay. Wow, I played this shit first in 2016. I thought it was 2015. That's crazy. Alright, let me just make sure I'm not doxing myself. Hold on a minute.
From there you click on Match History, and right there at the top is Result Display Rating. That's your MMR.
Where? Match display rating?
Used for casual matchmaking after the most recent match.
Where?
What does this number mean? Where
Oh, result displayed rating.
in the bracket are you placed? You don't know.
1455. Okay, I mean that's. Hold on, let me see. Wait, no, that's duration. Fuck, wait. Okay, I got result displayed rating. Okay. 1126. I don't even know what that means. I thought I'd be pretty high MMR. I don't even know what that is. Alright, so we're like 1100 right
You're
now.
just a little rat in a maze running around looking for cheese while an algorithm collects data on you. Your matches are rigged by design as an intentional feature. You're not allowed to have any fun in this game unless it's on our accord. You're gonna get stomped next match, and you're not gonna question the legitimacy of the skill involved. You're just gonna type GG in the chat and queue again and again and again. You ever wonder why your matches feel so one-sided? You ever wonder why the game coordinator takes so long to find a game for parties? You ever wonder why as a boomer in the community, returning to the game after not playing regularly for years never feels right? You ever wonder why modern PvP games feel so unfair and why not a single one is as good as
Never once have I wondered that. I think players have just gotten worse.
the old ones? It's skill-based matchmaking, and it's fucked Team Fortress 2 inside and out. This shit barely works for structured and proper competitive games, so for a game as chaotic and wild as TF2, this just crumbles. Players in TF2 play the game for a spectrum of different reasons. They have many different playstyles or personal preferences. There's over 100 unlockable weapons spread across 9 playable characters for 3 slots each. The amount of loadout combinations, team structures, and individual player behavior that takes place in TF2 is simply incompatible with SBMM. The classic quick play rule set rectified potential balancing issues with team scrambling. This could either be voted in, or it could happen automatically if a team won too many rounds in a short time.
Guys, remember when they removed autofill and it just completely fucked the game? Like, it was bad. And the way they could literally fix autofill Like, I don't even think they would need autofill in the fucking game anymore if quick play came back. I think there would be enough players hitting quick play to the point where servers would be filled, and if they fix this fucking filling issue, then it literally would not have an issue, man. Like, you would be in the game, man. You wouldn't be completely fucked by the system.
Games could start out as clusterfucks but balance themselves out with time. But casual keeps them as clusterfucks since Team Scramble was removed from Valve servers in the Meet Your Match update, and it never ever came back. Combine this with the round limit, and basically every casual TF2 match is a steamroll. What worsens this is the fact that casual permanently disabled manual team switching. This was a core mechanic in TF2 since launch. There's a whole button on the keyboard to bring up the team select. You were freely able to join the other team if a slot was open, and you could also spectate anyone on the server if you were suspicious of any potential cheating. In casual, the period key does nothing. The skill-based matchmaking decides what team you're committed to before even loading you into the server. Because of this, auto-balance barely works in casual because of the matchmaker reserving slots on a team for players that are in the middle of connecting, or ones that failed to connect and were given a grace period to rejoin. The classic quick play rule set didn't have any of this. Players just joined games as they pleased without a matchmaker pulling the strings and predetermining wins and losses before the match even started. Team Scramble nullified constant steamrolls, and auto-balance filled empty slots with someone on the opposite team in mere seconds. Were they perfect? Certainly not, but it's a hell of a lot better than how casual behaves. Skill-based matchmaking is entirely antithetical to a game like Team Fortress 2. The fact that teams are never balanced and the fact that the team switch key has done nothing in official servers for almost 10 years is a joke. Not to mention, this matchmaking algorithm breaks the game further than just balance. Starting in 2023, they started adding VScript game modes from the workshop into casual, which I don't feel like explaining what that is right now. The first of which being Versus Saxton Hale.
I don't even remember this.
VSH was unplayable in casual for over a fucking week. The matchmaker was designed to make balanced 12v12 games with MMR. Since VSH is 23v1 with a random player being chosen as Saxton Hale every round, the matchmaker simply collapsed and it just got stuck in a loading loop.
That's
the
only
way they were able to make it work was to literally break the matchmaker and give VSH a round limit of 30 so people could play for more than 5 minutes. I haven't played a single new workshop map since 2023, so I don't know if VScript game modes are a consistent addition in these seasonal updates. But if they are, and Valve insists on adding them every time while casual shits itself trying to handle them, why should they keep this broken matchmaking system on life support when they can just get rid of it and not have to deal with its problems every couple of months? And that was the big debate going on in the TF2 community, at least it was a few months ago before I joined late to the party just now. Should casual finally be removed from the game in a total reversion to the classic quick play system? In my opinion, the answer is clear as day. Quick play was quick. Casual is slow.
I would probably start playing the game again if quick play returned, to be honest with you.
Play was optional. Casual is not. Quick play let you play with friends on a dime. Casual makes you wait several minutes. Quick play servers were chilled out pubs that respected your time. Casual is a sweatfest that wastes your time with waiting and ends games as quickly as possible with stoms and round limits. Quick play gave you the freedom to pick servers. Casual has hidden MMR that affects the quality of your match. The only upside of casual I can think of is that you can queue for multiple maps at a time, but you can still just pick a server with your desired map in the quick play menu as well as the server browser. Casual didn't even launch with this feature. In fact, you weren't even allowed to choose a specific game mode at launch. Speaking of the launch, that's something kid me experienced firsthand when I was 13. I only started playing the game about a year prior, and only a few months prior on the PC version, but I did watch a few creators like Muselk and Funk who gave me further insight into how much there is to TF.
I mean, if they re-add quick play and then fucking keep the current system in, it's gonna fuck you times even more. They have to choose one.
I learned of its updates and sporadic changes Valve would make on a dime. I saw the Tough Break Phlogistonnator buff, the gunmetal skins, the shit show that was the Invasion update. And when Meet Your Match collided into the game, I figured it was just Valve clowning around as usual and things would go back to the status quo in due time. But the more time passed and the more Valve doubled down on casual, I was just confused. Is this TF2 now? Of course I flock to community servers, but as years go by, I keep having to migrate to new ones when existing servers die. During the pandemic, me and one of my best friends, Gelatin, would frequent a server known as Cool TF2, and now it's just dead. I saw Meet Your Match as this weird shift in the way the game worked, but these days, 9 years after it happened, in hindsight, I'm pissed the fuck off. My favorite game ever has been plagued by this dog shit for 9 years. TF2, real TF2 with the classic rule set, has not been a thing on Valve servers for 9 years. The team switch key, an essential function in the game, has done nothing in any Valve server for 9 years. And frankly, I've had enough. I'm tired of playing shitty matches. I'm tired of searching for good community servers that are as obscure as a needle in a haystack. I'm tired of this broken, out-of-place, garbage, neato, casual matchmaking system that ruins Team Fortress 2 by its very existence. And I only went into the giant issues. This isn't even mentioning the queue just breaking for no reason and forcing you to restart your entire Steam client to fix it. This is—
You know how many times that fucking happened? Like, you probably remember it too.
isn't even mentioning how the matchmaker goes into cardiac arrest every time a new batch of maps comes out. This isn't even mentioning the 7-year-long bot problem that has plagued this game and made it unplayable thanks to casual's party system and in-and-out nature. This shit is pure fucking irredeemable trash and should have never even left the boardroom, let alone make it into the game and stay for half of its lifespan.
The best part of this is, like,
quick places.
No one's even gonna do this because SD Jesus actually made the fucking, like, point. And the whole thing is, it's like, I don't even know what happened with SD Jesus. I literally forgot what the bullshit drama was. Could you fucking explain it? Do you even remember who Zesty Jesus is? Like, I mean, bro makes some fucking, like, good points, but I don't remember why he's so, like excommunicated.
System was not perfect, especially the automatic game queue, but at least you have the option to completely ignore it and pick the server that suits you best. Casual matchmaking is an invasive, slow tumor of a system that force feeds you bad matches and makes you wait minutes at a time between them. Before writing this script, I played casual on the Monday morning of September 29th. I queued for a bunch of different maps and got placed on Harvest, which is King of the Hill. I get placed into the last 10 seconds of a match in which I deal 70 damage, instantly die, and get force-fed a loss. I then waited for the map vote, waited for the server to reload the same map, waited over 2 minutes for the pre-game timer since it reset in the middle of it, and after all of that, we steamrolled the enemy team in less than 5 minutes. After that, the process loops. Queue, wait, stomp, vote, wait, stomp, vote, re-queue since it picked a map you don't want to play on, queue, wait, get stomped. This is cancer! How do people defend this thing? That's actually something I want to bring up next. There's plenty of people in the community that argue against the idea of bringing back quick play. Nothing wrong with that, we're entitled to our opinions, and plenty of these arguments are certainly more merited and understandable than others. Not very many, but some. I'm not just gonna write off every single pro-casual player as a stupid big dumb poo-poo head, but I do want to address a lot of the common rebuttals and arguments that are utilized in favor of casual over the old quick play system.
You know, quick play, it only put you in bad community servers.
This is what I meant when I said both systems launched in a rough state. TF2 is just that kind of game where implementations and new content is far from perfect upon their release.
That's most online games.
Community servers that ran the official vanilla rule set without plugins were eligible for showing up in the quick play menu, as well as the automated queue. Unfortunately, Valve was not very good at enforcing their rules, and predatory servers with pay-to-win elements found their way into quick play.
Oh, that's
Valve
bad.
thankfully pushed these out in due time, and by 2014 they added a setting to only show and
Gabe,
select
what's up,
Valve
bro?
servers, which was on by default. Even then, like I said before, the queue was 100% optional, and you could just pick whatever server you want. Hell, the quick play UI as a whole was optional, and you were perfectly capable of picking a Valve server in the server browser.
I actually didn't even know that, by the way. I thought quick play was the only way to play the game for the longest time, because number one, I was new to the game, and I was a fucking what was I, 15? I don't even remember. How old was I in 2016? 14. I was a fucking retarded ass 14-year-old. I mean, what am I gonna say? Come on.
Quick play would just be too hard to implement back into the game because it's been gone for so long.
Quick Play's UI was still accessible with a console command
That's literally the most cope fucking statement I've ever heard in my life. You know how easy it would be to revert the fucking quick play? It's literally a UI check. That's all it is, man.
months after Meet Your Match came out. It was still perfectly functional, just not with Valve servers. The command was disabled in a patch later on, but the system itself remained in the files. Even then, it's really not much of a system, it's literally a menu. Not only that, but Man vs. Machine always functioned without matchmaking. You can have a game coordinator without casual's bullshit stacked on top. Quick Play used to do it, and Man vs. Machine still does it. You know, the game mode that wasn't touched in over a decade and is finally getting a new update with new maps. Also,
Wait, what?
stacked on top.
Really?
Quitched in over a decade and is finally getting.
Really? Crazy. That's absolutely fucking crazy.
Getting a new update with
Can't
new
believe it.
maps. Also, the bot practice menu had the exact same template and style as the quick play menu. Guess what's still in the game and never got overhauled into the modern sidebar interface? All of the ingredients of
basically.
pre-matchmaking TF2 are still present under the hood, and the rule set is effectively server settings, something anyone can do. All Valve needs to do is dust off that old menu, make some map photos for ones that were added after casual, like Pier and Mercenary Park, and run ad hoc servers with the classic rule set. It's not rocket science. If we were able to get a 64-bit build of the game, a fix for bots after 7 years, and an unmuting of free-to-play accounts which would sacrifice thousands of dollars in revenue from Valve, literally what is preventing quick play from coming back?
We should
I
just
agree.
improve casual, not revert it.
I can respect the mindset of this one, but the problem is that we gave them 2 years of updates to fix it, and
We gave them 9 years actually. If you count casual being in the game for fucking 9 years, we gave them 9 years to fix it. Not even just 2 years. This is live servers. Like, we gave them 9 years. Let's not hide it.
it's still busted. Not out of a lack of polish, but by design. What is there to fix about endless loading and timers? What is there to fix about skill-based matchmaking? What is there to fix about removing ad hoc connections? What is there to fix about round limits? These aren't design oversights, this is the system working as intended. It's problematic at its core, it has to go for the sake of the game's health. Whenever you ask anyone with this argument how they would improve casual, their list of ideas just boils down to putting back in things that we had during quick play. Normally I'd be fine with trying to find a middle ground, but the problem is that matchmaking and quick play are entirely incompatible. There's no
Yeah, I don't
mixing
think you
these, it's like
can.
oil and water. We
Yeah, I
have
don't think you
proof of
can
this with
actually
Casual's
mix it. It
update
just
history.
doesn't work.
When they added back auto balance, it's far less functional than its vanilla counterpart because the auto balance system butts heads with the matchmaker when trying to balance the teams due to slot reservation.
Oh yeah,
Net
it was
voting's
bad.
just worse as well, and occasionally breaks with nobody in the server being able to vote. You can't mix these together.
Whether you like it or not, matchmaking is the modern standard.
Buzzwords. No argument here. It's just, this thing is new, therefore it's good. You might occasionally hear some comment about TF2 falling behind the times and needing to catch up with the rest of gaming, which shows such a clear lack of understanding of TF2 as a game and its player base.
Matchmaking and competitive gaming is the way of the future for modern games, and TF2 is just trying to keep up. We might lose some of you in the process, but it's just a sacrifice that needs to be made, because a team
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you actually like think this, you're fucking retarded. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's a fucking retard. All right, so let's talk about why that's a fucking retarded ass statement. So it literally depends on a game by game basis on what needs to be done for the matchmaking / algorithm or matchmaking process. Team Fortress literally will not work with team based like matchmaking plus all this other fucking shit because the game sucks dick anyway when it comes to finding competent players. And it was a casual game anyway. You're still gonna get shit on. There's not enough players for the MMR. There's not anything, bro. You can't do anything. Like, it's just not gonna work, man. It literally is on a game by. Imagine if this game got roll queue, guys. Roll queue is a fucking modern. Guys, roll queue is modern. You gotta have a game where you gotta queue. So now you gotta queue for the server you want. You gotta queue for the role you want, and then you gotta queue for 11 other jobbers queuing their roles. So it doesn't matter if there's 1,000 people in queue. It doesn't matter if there's fucking 12 million people in queue. Hypothetically speaking, if you all have the same role, you're never gonna find a match. You're literally just gonna be sitting there. It's never gonna happen.
team-based first-person shooter that
Completely
doesn't
fucked.
appeal to the competitive gaming audience, that's what will kill TF2. Not a
TF2's already fucked because it's literally a zero marketing. The game's broken.
Overwatch, not Valve fumbling with their development. The community's refusal to adapt to the current way of things is what will make TF2's death.
It can't adapt. The thing is, it literally can't adapt. It just can't. The way the game's built, it's literally a game from fucking 2007. And even if you take this away, you would have to build it. If you really want this shit to be modern, you would have to build a whole new game. It's the only way now, bro. Like, you can't do this shit on a fucking 18-year-old game. Are you kidding me? This shit's held together by duct tape. Are you fucking kidding me?
Inevitable.
By the way, this argument of it being newer falls flat on its face when
Fucking
you remember that
retard.
modern multiplayer games have the
dude.
stigma of sucking dick unless you're an esports nut or a microtransaction whale.
So even when it comes to competitive games sucking dick, like even at the highest level, there's always gonna be boosters and fucking tryhards and just all this other botted accounts and shit. Like League of Legends and I think what other fucking game? CS2 and CSGO when that was a thing. It's all just evidence of what the top video games look like when they're hyper competitive and also just completely fucked because of the matchmaking.
Although to be fair, the latter definitely does describe a decent chunk of the TF2 player base. Not to mention, TF2 is a game from 2007. Why would I care how quote-unquote modern it feels? I know I'm playing an old game, I'm fully self-aware of that.
You just got that opinion from YouTubers.
Or I quite possibly spent a lot of time playing this game and know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is like my third most played video game ever. I kind of agree with pretty much everything he's saying, other than the fact that, hey, this game isn't modern or something. Why would I expect that to be modern? No, the whole thing is it's like either your game adapts to modern standards and gets an engine upgrade and all this other good shit, but the whole thing with that is Valve hasn't done that, and they just plastered together modern shit, right? This isn't modern at all, this idea. It's just not. It's been 9 years at this point. It's not modern. This shit is ass, and they should revert it. Been saying it for 9 years. Been saying it for 9 years, and now people are finally fucking doing it.
I don't know, it's just a thought. Off topic, but if there's one thing I've noticed about the TF2 community is that they are far more obsessed with influencers than almost any other gaming community that I've seen. I know that a lot of
They're obsessed with influencers because they're thirsty for that fucking influencer like dick, dude. They need as much like eyes on the game as possible because of its declining player base. No one's playing this fucking shit, and Valve isn't helping. They're literally not helping because they're not fucking what is it? They're not marketing, man. This isn't Counter-Strike or Dota 2 that have massive competitive integrities and has decades of legacy. Team Fortress has always been small, and it will fucking remain small. Team Fortress started out as a fucking Quake Fortress mod. Barely had any players. Team Fortress Classic barely had any fucking players. All of these games barely had any players. Team Fortress 2 was the most popular it ever got, peaked, and then just decided to fizzle out when Valve stopped updating the game. I'm guaranteeing you, bro, if Valve actually marketed, put out trailers, and fucking updated the game regularly, like, it would have a much larger player base. I genuinely believe the age doesn't matter. Alright, man, I'll see you later.
A lot of people in the community who oppose the re-implementation of quick play are only taking that stance because a certain YouTuber they don't like wants quick play back. You know the one I'm talking about. You know, because A-logging and weaning a fucking YouTuber is 10 times more important than—
I think this game peaked in like 2012. I don't even know. Like, I'm not saying TF2 is dying or anything. Like, that's preposterous. It's been around for 18 years. It's going to continue to be around, even if it is super tiny small. And the worst case scenario is in like maybe 5 to 10 more years, it becomes super small to the point where it's a fucking Discord game and you'd have to make like private servers to actually play matches. But the thing is, it's always going to be playable. But until Valve does something, it's just going to continue to just be— I don't even know if it will continue to be stagnant, honestly. It might just hollow out. I don't know, man.
the health of the game that you claim to play and like. They value parasocial relationships over their own game.
Definitely does have a
Think about
dedicated
that
fan
for a
base,
second.
though.
Can these people not
Mostly.
think for themselves and have
No,
to
they
rely
can't.
on a stranger on the internet to tell them how they should feel? Do they need a YouTube video telling you that the game you are playing is dysfunctional and could be better despite the dumpster fire truth burning right in front of you?
I just think you're blinded by nostalgia.
Another non-argument. You can apply this to literally any old
Yeah, so if whoever says that literally didn't play the game back then. Literally didn't play the fucking game. The quality of matches were better. The players were better. The game was just better. Sure, you would get like complete sweat bags, but the thing is, it's the same shit. But you had an even amount of chance of getting a sweat bag. It's not just some fucking garbage matchmaking that doesn't work.
thing ever and then call it bad. I don't think listing off objective differences and pointing out the superiority of the old system is nostalgia bias. Not to mention, I consistently play on community servers using the old rule set, so I can confidently say that from a modern perspective that it just makes the game better.
New players are just used to casual by now. Reverting to quick play could cause a massive drop in players again, like Meet Your Match did.
I don't think reverting to quick play would cause a massive drop in players.
First off, this is
It's crazy if Meet Your Match actually causes a drop in player base, because if it did, that means what I said back then 9 years ago still holds water. It literally holds water, and it's a valid point. I literally said this shit for 9 fucking years, bro. Almost a decade. Like, how cope are we gonna be, bro? How cope are we gonna be to the point where... I can't.
This is insanely belittling to new players. You don't know what they think of casual. Maybe they'll hate it because of how abusive it is to fresh installs. TF2 already has abysmal player retention and very few of them stick around anymore. We have nothing to lose in that department, so if anything, quick play would just help in that regard. Second, those who installed after Meet Your Match never had the choices that quick play could offer. You think they're gonna see this old menu, still have the option to hit
it
a
was way
put
better,
the game
bro.
automatically button, see the ability to pick a server and a team, and get mad?
You know, if you install a custom HUD, you'll get a new quick play menu.
So that's cope. That's literally the most cope fucking statement, bro.
I actually got this response from someone in a game server when I brought the topic up in text chat. I don't know how true this is or if it's even possible, but I am aware of a website that recreates quick play by showing you community servers that run similar rules. This is a good way of finding vanilla servers and Uncletopia for some reason, but this goes to show that so many people in the community just don't know what they're talking about. That's not meant to insult anyone, they just don't know, they're uninformed. That's part of the reason I decided to make this video. Not only did I want to get this off my chest, but I wanted to give some information to those who might not know the whole story. But this video isn't just about comparing the two. I'm going to flat out say that quick play should be re-implemented into Team Fortress 2 alongside Valve servers reverting to the classic rule
Yep,
set with
I agree.
skill-based matchmaking removed. I don't think it absolutely has to be a complete reversion as much as I'd welcome that, as long as we have a manual server selection, ad hoc compatibility, and the classic rule set. I'm a happy camper. I know
And marketing too. You literally just have to market it. Put quick play back in the game. Market it as fast, easy to get into matches. Literally start advertising the game. That's how you flip the player numbers. That's how you flip the player numbers. You just put it on the Steam front page. You have the most populated fucking... you have the most populated, biggest storefront on PC, and we're not putting Team Fortress on the front page. We're not running ads. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. Right? We're not doing anything. We're not actually trying to fucking revive the game or anything. Valve could triple their profits with doing nothing, basically. It would take minimal effort.
I know some people like certain things about casual, like the party system and the levels. They can keep those if they can find a way to make it work. Personally, I'd gladly throw the stupid neon badge in an incinerator if that means I can play the game normally for once, but they can keep that, it's harmless. And as long as the party system is optional and only serves to put all players in a group into the same automatic queue that you don't have to use, they can keep that too. Just
I would what is this shit downloading? I would redesign all the banners. They look like shit.
get rid of the team stacking, that breaks the game. I
Never
just
looked
want
good.
to play the real experience again. I don't want to schedule my playtime just to be able to get into a populated vanilla community server. I just want a pick up and play option that respects my time and lets me play the game casually. And despite its name, casual matchmaking just doesn't do that. It's gotta go. Now, as for the possibility of it happening, there's understandably a lot of players who think it'll never happen. However, I am not one of those players. I was about a year ago, but in that time, the chances of us bringing back quick play have gone from an unrealistic pipe dream to a tangible goal. The demand for quick play has been back on the rise this year and has managed to get its way into mainstream TF2 discourse, for better or for worse. There was a similar small movement this year to unmute free-to-plays, and that movement succeeded. Valve undid a change that they put in place 5 years ago, which literally made them money while it was still a thing. Not just that, but last year was the well-deserved and sweet succulent death of the bots, as well as the surprise release of TF Comic number 7. Two things that some in the community Doom posted would never happen, things that I thought would never happen. Valve has neglected the game for so long that the fans have been completely demoralized in regards to expecting anything other than workshop cosmetics and maps. And whenever you try to raise concern about a huge problem, nihilism instantly kicks in and they tell you to not even bother, or worse, they try to gaslight you into thinking that the state of the game is actually good. Stop asking for them to remove bots, it'll never happen. Stop asking for them to unmute free-to-plays, it'll never happen. Stop asking for comic number 7, it'll never happen.
Dude, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm actually kind of, like, guilty of that. Yeah, no, after experiencing 7 years of bots, like, how the fuck could I be... Actually, no, I've always said, get large YouTubers in on it, like Moist Critical. But the thing is, it's like, how could you be optimistic after going through 7 years of no updates, watching your favorite game go to fucking shit, right? It's unplayable, man. It was bad.
Stop asking for MVM content, it'll never happen. Stop asking for quick playback. It'll never happen.
I agree with
Maybe
this.
I'm just on a harder dose of copium than a Bloodborne fan, but
Quick
methinks
play.
the
It's
cycle
possible.
is happening again.
At this
Valve
point.
will listen to the community as long as they make enough noise. If you want the game to improve, talk. It's completely okay to voice concerns and ask for big changes, and it's not too late to introduce quick play. Let me tell you this, if one guy who's not even a full-time Valve employee can create a fix for the bots and a 64-bit version of
Yeah, it was a contractor. It wasn't even a fucking Valve employee, dude. Isn't that crazy?
the game, then I believe it'll be much easier for him to
Fucking
work on
contractor.
implementing quick play. Mr. Contractor, whoever you are, I salute you for your contribution to the game, and I believe you can bring this game back from the shit state it's currently in. The return of quick play would be very beneficial and might even spark a big TF2 renaissance. We're on our way there already with lots of bug
Yo, I'd suck that guy's dick, low-key. Honestly, like, High Glaze, bro, like, okay, that's the whole fucking video, but you get what I mean. It's a lot of stupid shit that could easily be fixed by a tweak, man. Just some new UI and a tweak. And if you're saying, well, you don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm not a game developer. I am a game developer, actually. And they already have the assets. They could just draft something up in 2 seconds and just fix it, man. They literally could. They're fucking Valve. They declared war in the fucking gaming industry the other day. Randomly, they could do shit. Like, they can do it, man. And I'm sick of people saying they can't. And then you get these other fucking retards that literally run in the community that are literally gaslighting. They're trying to say that the game isn't fucked. It totally is. Guys, we're really gonna sit here and we're gonna sit here and fucking pretend that the game is in some awesome fucking state. It's not. It's awful. The game isn't fun anymore. It's fucking dog shit. Anyway, my food's here. I'm gonna end stream. Fuck this shit.